Yo, other food, you ever hear? And on Saturday, United Showbiz, I host their friend MzGee. And said some course so and in a banter argument on one of the panels, I a friend of Mr. Logic, and ya was set no so, and once and I'm no became. Me give us a what who normal be brave or social media so. But I never miss my chance more song for Merobin. Me per se, me do a jintre. Na me se me chow the imagine a farm. Ewo sasem num enko ba bia mi twam ho aba namba ye beto aso yo do for me do asibebre na de tiane say na no Saturday na one of the panels Mr. Logic, I think one of the regular panels on the show. Now, our man submission regarding the Ghana music industry and certain things that need to be done. And the way our artists, you know, it teach you on the same way I call international. Then all kind of same numuna and host, you know, interject here, say, or seno on your about 12 on say panels no biti to wa more ram. In the sense no more so more hair fee no so no almost so ram. And you know, on wrap up na yemfa winning coffee na about 12 midnight and blah blah blah. But anye panel on the day because one man platform no kasa, others are kasa, or also kasa. Unfortunately, being the last person obekano, I mean, so on a time now there are so many ways I'll be to me first one and I'll be to me a catch. But the way I we see can seminar I feel was such a busy say. Time or call na producers na let you know Emma also catch them no very unprofessional. Why am I saying that? You are the host, you moderate everybody that sit on the show.
Interest. How many of our people can even afford to pay all these hundreds of thousands to book places?
Once I saw you on this, I know you will feel wrap up in
I know guys I'm
before you on it into Casa will be in Tibium into Patrol Yen
MzGee, but I mean this is no, it's wrong for you to say that.
Me
you only house that my consent because I am making my point. You can't say yen in time. This thing, MzGee, on first time I need to tell you this. No, it's your show. You are moderating. You cannot tell me what
it is 12 midnight. I gave everybody 1 minute. You have been speaking for too long. What
you know what? MzGee, don't come back to me to speak. I won't speak again.
Okay, that's fine.
Don't come back to me on this show. I won't speak again. What are you telling me?
I bought 12 midnight.
So what? 12 midnight, so what? Did you time Kewa? Did you give him time?
You've spoken more than everybody else. In fact,
where's the timer? Where's the timer? Where's the timer?
The only argument and
if not for my no, Mami can send MzGee. It's not for
A plus.
The father you are moderating doesn't give you no.
I mean moderate show. Any it's not A plus.
Don't come back to me, Samikasa. What kind of impudence? What do you mean by Amuda? You home? Go around, don't come back to me. What are you talking about?
A plus.
You asked me. What did I say? This is the first time you're doing it. What do you mean by what do you mean Amuda? Amuda for what reason?
A plus
come back to talk.
It's okay, then don't talk again. Let's A plus.
Don't even try this with me again.
A plus.
What's wrong with you? Don't feel that you can say disrespect me. I will not allow you. You're making me angry with you.
You can be angry all you want, but it's
this is unprofessional on our part. It is unprofessional. It is unprofessional.
Well,
to tell a panel say it's unprofessional. I am telling you. It's unprofessional. Please learn on the job. Learn on this job.
I've been doing this with you for how many years? Now you want to tell me to learn.
I'm telling you. Don't tell me what you're telling me. Learn on this job.
Please.
Learn on this job.
You learn how to speak.
What are you talking about?
The panels will listen to whatever you tell them. Now, the most important thing to do, say, manager and also producer, I'll let you. Not say when you're that prompt now. I feel with me, I say, yo, Mr. Logic, wait there, Mr. Kakra for this break. You bet was so. What was so? Break number. 2 twas now bar. When in a cock behind the closed door, say, oh, Mr. Time no call. Nah, friends, manager catch him, say, producer catch him, say, Minyana wrap up into with Mr. Wa. You're going to, you're watching, and we won't see it. So I say, after that break in the bar, any panel may find a way to wrap up whatever he or she was saying. So them say, "Nah, come." But the way I would interject na, we can say a man for it here, ram. Sana almost so no so ram. Is that the issue? And as a time now, we produce and catch us as soon. Into many paninya where's a time as soon to unwrap up no and the issue. These are the two things. We don't have to look at it from any other different angle. Now, why am I saying that? You see, United Showbiz, a very big platform. Yeah, what brought me Saturday, me Pierre Crana, me Rufia at that time now, and I'm a TV. I've been watching it for all this while. We shouldn't try to put MzGee and Anamama Brown on the scale to balance it. No, MzGee is doing a fantastic job. Okay? We're all human beings. We all make mistakes. That is one. Standard emom nanama resi show no too. Enipa tambia ebehwe the way I want to to normal. You can also come out with a different style to move it up to another level. You're establishing your brand. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. But one too many. The reason why I make us say MzGee and your banter a lot with the panels at different episodes on the same show, of which I know say Nanama Brown will treat differently. That is the level of maturism and professionalism, of which I'm not calling any shot. Say we're unprofessional, and I say we're your professional. That's not what I'm saying. But being a host of such a big show, it's also advisable. So be at your sober reflection. I mean, hours, time. You sit in the couch and money will be off, you put it back. Smart TV is there. You go to the YouTube and then watch it back again. Get a feedback from your family. Get a feedback from your husband. Get a feedback from your wife. What should have done, might have done, could have done, and I said things that could have been avoided. And then I would see our to learn on the job. It is. Fortunately for you, the YouTube is there. Yeah, it doesn't go away. You sit back at home, you watch it. One kasabati me judging was we did. So next time BBC it prompts you. And you will know how to deal with it. In order not to repeat yourself. Because there have been so many instances. You did it with Arnold, you did it with A+. I don't know about Bulldog because I haven't seen him for some time. You did it severally with Mr. Logic. You did it with Ola. You did it with other guest Omar Basu ladies, of which I don't remember their names. I think, say, Encheye Kra. Because we now control show no. Here is the case, Mr. Logic kasa. Ufi say nasem na wa ya prompto. Nyasa nasem na awa krampo. Ufi say time is going against you on the show. The best thing to do, we producer a prompto and I say I'll let you know. Obekasi yo Mr. Logic. When I make sure me chame kakra with a short break nearby beto so. Like I said earlier, behind the closed door, you speak to the person, let the person understand the time needs this. And as a bit I can say, oh, Mr. Logic, with a master, I need him say, over born tell na time no, don't even mention your producer because you are the one sitting there. If you are telling me, say, sir, won't be in control time, then a producer don't you in control time no more. And you are proving to me that you are not fit to be sitting there as a moderator or as a host. That is one thing we have to know. You have to find a way. You have every control while you are sitting on that seat. That is why a producer relax. Because the producer is relying on you. So what that producer should have sat there or should be sitting there doing and or trust one trust all the power and the authority into your hands. Say yeah. Now but Jack said immature, very childish and very unprofessional. I'm sorry to say that. Because your producer will alert you. Things that you should have done that you didn't do. And everybody provides a boom. Abeka said this. You see. Unlike say we need what better now we host the program no. Okay? So time no corner time no real no free say yeah. find a better way of doing things. And I think I'll advise her, say, on starting, say, 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes. That is how we do movies. But when you're live, the best thing to do is to say 5 minutes each. Ube time will be 5 minutes. The 5 minutes no so as you, ebe so as you, bemena wrap up na yankun power frost na umre na mde ma na yaso. Watch Kwame Sefakai. I'm not trying to say but then compare, but I'm telling you, she said you see na juma. Empress Nana McBrown na juma the same thing. Why is that MzGee Kwan? Why tin na person betino mabiase? You always want to argue. It's not called for. I think say we are good. You're very presentable. You're doing a great job, but the mannerism is where you are lacking on the show. Okay? Work on it. Try so betie. Obian catch him say, "Untimi handle show or handle show no pa." But the way I would deal with issues and I affect and like I said, sit back, watch these shows, and then better up yourself. Say, "Suban be the one try so be," because the other time you interview one lady, be musician, be the way I would throw questions and it was awkward. I mean, what is she trying to say here? You don't pick and choose. You are not selective. You are a referee. You are like an umpire. What happens is the coach no watching. They also no. That is how it is. Sometimes even among the panels, but me I heated argument. I'm not saying say tokwa. I don't know to me stepping in. Now yo, at your for your court break akra. Then you talk to them behind the scenes. Yeah, but back I won't say be out to ye. Now they're trying to be producer, let me and producer, let me out. Are you telling me that you're not good to handle the show? Then give it up and walk away. It doesn't matter how long you've been on the show. That's not an issue. Then again, we'll catch and say, I'm out for 2 or one more move here, so now time because I'm out for complaining. That is irrelevant. It's up to you to work within the confines of the time that have been given unto you. That while they are on the show, ubeye they also ultimately bring things down. Not time, no effort in. Don't sit there and tell me say that person, one person now casanity and a lengthen up time. Say Kewa kasa 20 minutes. That's where kasa 10 or 15 minutes. Are you telling me say Mr. Logic and a wasted time now? Nah, all my time no call. Sorry to use the word waste or delay. No. Equally, so I'm away 10 minutes. I was always here 10 minutes. Work within 5 panels. 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes. You have a break. You have to work. Time management. It's as simple as that. It means your time management is poor. You have to work on it. And then again, next time, don't come on a set to tell the people, say, producer, and I'll let you on this and this and that. Be professional and be mature. Okay? It's because, Sebiota Frances, this will be did you. Umami and I saw papa tem no one tea. Now call papa ni man I saw coping name now cocasa as soon as he say, Waha, woman were depending at him. Nanyani power kind out would say, And we have to know certain things. Nipa be brave, one, MzGee was wrong, regardless of whatever anybody is saying. On the set, being a host, you don't argue with a panel. The panels can argue among themselves. You step in, just like referee or mediating between 2 teams. Now the year to year. Then again, what needs to be done? If we say heated, never call the enya. What you so near call break? Or catch them say a call breaker. Or more control room no. Right away, omunim the ombe. Edia call break. Into what are we talking about? Why a mistake? What's that called breaking it by? You are repeating the same thing. Mr. Logic, bring it down again. Say, me feel so buy a crowd because oh me sorry. Now Miss Maka say me sorry. Near Chaswa. I feel not quite personal. I don't think say nobody needs it. Who CV is your CV. Learn on the job. Mr. Logic told you that you got to do that. It's something that you got to work on because the way you argue with your panels, me feel say let the panels do those things. Sitting as a referee, as a mediator, as a moderator, as a host, to control them. You control it. Nobody else controls it. Now, Mr. Tier to say, you're making that comparison, say, and Empress, the lady is doing a fantastic job. She needs to work on certain things. We're all bound to learn. There's a saying that goes, we never stop learning because life never stops teaching us lessons. Okay? As long as we are alive, we continue to learn each and every day. And no one is perfect. And like I said, I like her. I like the way she do her things. But one thing that she's lacking, the mannerism, the way she controls, and the way sometimes she selects some of the panels and then talk to them. I think that I need to where my dream check akra. Na me made the video be chatwo. It was about Piers Morgan, one British television icon. When you more CNN, so he moved down to the States. Now there was one episode, I know interview former actor. He is deceased now. His name is Robert Blake. Robert Blake, you know, called restaurant one in the Kudidi. Omo ba mbetaka na refi se wajana pistol restaurant o. Orachi so okofatu na ba na ba ni aboni ruti won kam. Ye chima no den kotum di asam no hwe ya hu se nyo na ye mi gya no. Meanwhile no ne career ended up okay when you need here. This thing happened I think 11 years ago. Now what happened then is saying you granted an interview CNN Piers Morgan and ASR show no. What happened? Part of the question that shouldn't have been asked. Piers Morgan kubusa no me man bufui. The man no bufui na say neni so busa. No didn't attempt say just producers na kagu assume say. And no depending on so any producers no one person busa no. That was the beginning of the end of his contract, Piers Morgan with CNN. And he has literally moved back to Britain. He's doing well. I'm not saying that, but until no man can affect us, we should learn on the job. You made a tear for me. Don't be say. So do a video to an LTM. Mosum from Merobin. Send a brand and send any day you can hear me a message. So subscribe to this YouTube channel. Like it, share it. And don't forget to hit the notification bell icon so that anytime a video is posted, you'll be among the first to watch them. Thank you so much. Setambia unya brain out team. Mosum from Merobin. Once again, Makramuna. Bye bye.